kept hearing this again and again. Singapore is so boring. There's no culture here. But is it true? Well, in this video, I'm your Singaporean local guide and we'll tackle this question once and for all. Let's begin. First, what is culture? It's such a broad term. It covers food, traditions, language, arts, and festivals. But I think what we're really interested in is what makes Singapore uniquely Singapore. The first thing that comes to mind is our hawker culture. Back in the early Singapore, immigrants brought more than just their skills to work. They also brought their food and their flavors. Many of them opened food stores along the streets that we call hawker stalls, selling their own local cuisine. They got so popular that these hawker stalls became a problem. Lack of food regulation and waste management resulted in a bad public health crisis. They also started causing a lot of road congestions. Consequently, the government intervened by relocating all of the hawkers to dedicated hawker centers with proper sanitation and management. Today, we enjoy more than 120 hawker centers around the country. And these are not just food centers. This has become community hubs where we meet people from all walks of life, enjoying the same delicious food together. Thanks to our very diverse background, we enjoy an insane variety of food to choose from at these hawker centers. I can easily get Chinese food, Malay food, Indian food, and all of their fusion at my whim. It's no wonder that in 2020, UNESCO actually recognized the Singapore hawker culture as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And we're very proud of that. So, if you want to try the most delicious and the most affordable local food in Singapore, come to the hawker centers. I actually have another video guide exactly for that, but for now, we need to get back to our cultural deep dive. You think Singapore is just shopping malls and skyscrapers? Then you're missing out on our best kept treasures that put the Sing in Singapore. After visiting all the cultural hotspots, you'll never see Singapore the same way again. Come and explore Chinatown, where you get to enjoy bustling markets, oriental temples, and beautiful lanterns that reflect our Chinese heritage. Explore Kampung Glam, the heart of Malay culture in Singapore. Gaze at the golden dome of the Sultan Mosque and browse the trendy little shops along Haji Lane. Wander through Joo Chiat, where colorful shophouses and intricate tiles tell the story of the Peranakans, whom are the unique blend of Chinese and Malay heritage. And lose yourself in Little India. Walk along the streets and find Hindu temples, lively shops, and flower garland stalls. These neighborhoods offer a glimpse of the real Singapore, where cultures converge and our traditions thrive. My favorite thing to do in these neighborhoods is to hunt for nice murals. A lot of them drew inspiration from our immigrants and colonial past, so you get a good glimpse of what olden Singapore looks like. There's actually a local blogger who plots out all of these murals in Singapore in a Google map. I will link it in the description so that you can hunt for these murals on your own. Actually, we're an even more diverse group of people. We are Filipinos, Javanese, Europeans, but the few places that I've shown you are the most established cultural spots. I feel that it's so amazing that all of us live here in harmony, considering how sensitive these issues can be. Our racial history has had its challenges, but I'm very hopeful that all of us will value peace and harmony. So, if you find this video culturally enlightening, please leave a like so that more people can find it. Thank you very much. The best part about Singapore being multicultural is the public holidays. Right now, we have 5 cultural public holidays in each year. I would like to invite everyone to please come and live in Singapore because I want to make it to 10 public holidays in each year. Let's go! Here are the celebrations that you can easily experience as a visitor. On the 1st of January, we celebrate the calendar New Year, join the countdown event at the Marina Bay, and enjoy the New Year fireworks. Around January to February, we have the Lunar New Year. Visit Chinatown and watch it transform into a festive mood. You'll find many figures featuring the upcoming zodiac animal. If you're lucky, you might catch the lion dance, where a troupe in a lion suit will dance and eat red packets to give you good luck. Don't miss out the Chingay Parade and watch street performances by each of our cultural communities. Around April, we'll celebrate the Hari Raya Idul Fitri. Join the celebrations at Kampong Glam and Geylang Serai, where you'll find huge bazaars selling food, games, and even cultural performances. In May, we have Vesak. Join the Buddhist temples around the country to witness their ceremonial progressions. The biggest celebration will happen at the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple. And around October, we have Deepavali. Join in the street bazaars along Little India and Serangoon Road. The super epic event during Deepavali is the fire walk called the Timiti. Witness devotees walking on hot coals signifying their unwavering faith at the Sri Mariamman Temple. And my favorite time of the year, Christmas in December. This is when Orchard Road comes alive with tall bearing trees and lots of lights. You can even find snow at the Gardens by the Bay. Every December, this area transforms into a winter wonderland. But it's a ticketed event that costs around $8 to $12 per adult and $6 for children. And just to clarify, those are foam snow, not the real snow. It's still gonna be about 28 degrees Celsius in Singapore in December. There are also other festivities that unfortunately are not considered public holidays. Shame. First, the Mid-Autumn Festival that happens around October. This is the time that you can eat free mooncakes. During this season, people usually buy these ornately decorated cakes called the mooncakes to eat with their family. So, how to eat the mooncakes for free? Well, just go to this shopping mall called Takashimaya, where they always have a mooncake fair where dozens of shops sells mooncakes and give free samples. So just walk around, see which one you want to try and get their samples. Visit Chinatown and Chinese Gardens to also enjoy sights of lanterns and lights. And we also have the Hungry Ghost Festival, which happens around August to September. According to the lunar calendar, this is the period where the gates of the underworld opens up and the spirits pour out and roam freely among the living. If you go to where us Singaporeans live, you'll see locals burning joss papers and prepare offerings on the street. This is believed to ward off these spirits and also get their protection for the rest of the year. The highlight of this festival are these street performances that are called getai. Big stages will be set up at communal areas where local artists will be invited to perform to entertain the community and the spirits. Most of the getais are free to just join in to sit and watch, but if you do plan to visit, take note, do not sit on the front row because those are reserved for the spirits. To find when and where is the next getai, I found this Facebook group that posts the schedule of the upcoming performances. Around February, we also have the Thaipusam. The highlight of this festival is the parade of devotees bearing ornate kavadis and skin piercings. I feel pain just by watching the skewers on their skin. So you can actually join in and observe the procession that starts at Sri Srinivasa Temple and goes all the way to the Sri Tendayu Tapani Temple. If you are into cultural shows, the Esplanade also have performances all year round, most of which you can watch free of charge. Just refer to their schedule online. If you are visiting outside of the festival period, don't worry, our museums are open all year round. Here are the top few that I recommend. The National Gallery, which used to be our Supreme Court and City Hall building. Now it's a very historical museum that showcases excellent Singaporean and Southeast Asian art. The National Museum of Singapore. This is our oldest museum where you can experience our history from our humble beginnings all the way to where we are today as a modern metropolis. The Asian Civilization Museum. This is where you can explore the rich culture through very stunning artifacts and interactive displays. Singapore Discovery Centre. It's a little bit far for a tourist to visit, but it's a hidden gem that combines the exhibits with a lot of hands-on experience that gives you a very unique immersion to learn about Singapore's history, present and future. To learn more about the core ethnicities in Singapore, visit their respective cultural heritage centers, where you will learn the stories of how our communities grow together. The Peranakan Museum and the former house of Tan Teng Nia is especially great if you want to learn about the Peranakans. you'll see the uniqueness of their Chinese and Malay heritage in their art, architecture, and way of life. I think Singapore's biggest culture is in our vibrant multiculturalism. There's just so much diversity in our food, in our traditions, in our celebrations. There's a lot to discover and appreciate if you look for it. So I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into culture in Singapore. All the details, including a very special cultural Dashing Heights bookmarks, will be put in the description below. Now, if you're planning a visit here, watch this next video to learn where is the best place to spend the night. I'll see you there.